I, Athena, shall sing the narrative of a man, one with great valor and vigilance.
Oh, it was a day when he came up to us, the Muses, and prayed to tell of it accurately, the story of how a mortal man, Odysseus, trekked on through his adventure.
The son of Laertes, gifted in battle, Odysseus arrives in Phaeacia. Alcinous, the ruler, offers a boat in compensation for a story of his adventure. It started out leaving from Ithaca, Odysseus' beloved abode.
On the first journey to the Lotus Eaters, my father's mood was not the best, thus sending a storm against Odysseus' ships. For 9 days he drifted in stormy winds and ferocious waves. On the 10th day, he arrived on the island of the Lotus Eaters. Clever, Odysseus sent out 2 men to make sure the island was safe, and to find out who lived there. The Lotus Eaters, inhabitants of this region, offered lotus but no harm. 3 foolish men feasted upon it, and as soon as the honey flavor brushed their tongues, they were instantly thrown into a lost delirium. Forgetting about their home, friends, and family, Odysseus was compelled to drag all 3 of them back to the ship.
Oh, it was a day when he came up to us, the Muses, and prayed to tell of it accurately, the story of how a mortal man, Odysseus, trekked on through his adventure.
Only through wit could they face the swine, visiting the very cave where it dwelled, carrying the exultant wine with them. In the massive cave they took refuge, curious to see the beast, but stayed instead among a plethora of cheese. Upon the arrival of great Cyclops, Polyphemus, their means of escape fleeted from their grasp. Conversing with him, 4 men lost. When dawn's fingertips of rose touched the earth, Polyphemus and his herd took off, leaving Odysseus to their escape. Sharpening a wooden pole, waiting for Polyphemus, day passed. Ending with the intoxication of Polyphemus and the stabbing of his eye, dawn rose once again. Odysseus, escaping with the herd, the Cyclops, being taunted from the sea, asking Poseidon to take vengeance upon the hero.
Oh, it was a day when he came up to us, the Muses, and prayed to tell of it accurately, the story of how a mortal man, Odysseus, trekked on through his adventure.
The salt immortal sea oscillating their ship. Using his trusty sword, he made an oblation. Elpenor he met, and Odysseus lamented in pity, for he had died in Circe's hall, humbly asking for a proper burial. Master of landways and seas, Odysseus would sail to his beloved home of Ithaca, facing the wrath of Polyphemus' father. Visage of Helios' cattle, if the killing of the treasure would however ensue, fate would prove disastrous.
Oh, it was a day when he came up to us, the Muses, and prayed to tell of it accurately, the story of how a mortal man, Odysseus, trekked on through his adventure.
Cunning seized Odysseus. Beeswax carved through sheer strength, applying a thick slather upon his companion's ears, bravely willing to face the ever-luring silent songs alone. Melodic rhythms mesmerizing unsuspecting sailors.
Oh, it was a day when he came up to us, the Muses, and prayed to tell of it accurately, the story of how a mortal man, Odysseus, trekked on through his adventure.
A sound blared through the misty air. The precautious Odysseus heeded not Circe's forewarning, ready to prevail another fray. Be brave we must, take note of what I discern, and fine we shall be. Have we not faced the homely Cretan Polyphemus? Devoured whole some men she did, their last breath calling the valiant Odysseus, as the sillet of Charybdis slowly dispersed from the sun.
Oh, it was a day when he came up to us, the Muses, and prayed to tell of it accurately, the story of how a mortal man, Odysseus, trekked on through his adventure.
Arriving upon the island, they faced no temptation of the plump cattle. As their provisions grew meager, famine became inevitable. Under Eurylochus' word, the men slaughtered the cattle. The inflamed sun god proclaimed revenge with Zeus's lightning bolt. Ships in pieces, men dead, Odysseus, hung from a fig tree, escaped the maelstrom.
Oh, it was a day when he came up to us, the Muses, and prayed to tell of it accurately, the story of how a mortal man, Odysseus, trekked on through his adventure.
At the end of the pugnacious tale, the Phaeacians sent him 20 years gone, and I am back again. I, in favor of Odysseus, elaborate, telling of the suitors seeking the hand of his paramour, myself belligerent. Disguised no longer, Odysseus revealed, Telemachus enraptured in disbelief of his materialized father. View of tears streaming in father-son love, plan for suitors evident, destruction in store. Hope of soldiers that I am, aid I'll give, victory shall be theirs.
Oh, it was a day when he came up to us, the Muses, and prayed to tell of it accurately, the story of how a mortal man, Odysseus, trekked on through his adventure.
Antinous, a miser, unwilling to feed the poor, furious of his daring, chair he threw at the disguised hero, unknowing of his true identity. Telemachus, keeping his word, a somber sun. Beggar, meeting the beauteous Penelope once more, foreshadowing her dear's return. Penelope smiled, perky with glee. Penelope, pressured by the suitors, set up a challenge. The beggar, given a chance, took his time at stringing his bow. His arrow landed a perfect bullseye, while the others pondered at his skill.
Oh, it was a day when he came up to us, the Muses, and prayed to tell of it accurately, the story of how a mortal man, Odysseus, trekked on through his adventure.
How dare you, you rapscallions! Odysseus proclaimed his identity. None would make it out alive. Aided by Telemachus, Eumaeus, and I, the hero prevailed.
Oh, it was a day when he came up to us, the Muses, and prayed to tell of it accurately, the story of how a mortal man, Odysseus, trekked on through his adventure.
Thinking doubt and uncertainty, Penelope called for the special bed, made by Odysseus years ago. He raged, for no one but a god could move it. Carved out of the unique bark of an olive tree, he knew the secret, and love triumphed over all.
Oh, it was a day when he came up to us, the Muses, and prayed to tell of it accurately, the story of how a mortal man, Odysseus, trekked on through his adventure.